kind of hard to believe that this is part 6. That is a lot of streaming. In close proximity to each other. Especially because my last live stream was like the end of April, I think I looked. It's been nearly 6 months. I want to make sure I grab the right color. 6. Yes, okay. Hi, Sandy. What are you working on tonight? Well, it's my tonight, so I guess I should say the night. It's 6:45, and if I really want to put myself in a good position for tomorrow, finishing 24 hours of cross stitch, I need to stitch like 4 more hours tonight, which is 11 o'clock. That's really late. It's really late, but if I want to do it, then I'm going to do it. Hey, Stephanie. How are you feeling? Hi, Frida. Welcome back. Oh, Spellkeeper. I know which one that one is. Hey, Bex. How late are you staying up tonight? There's so many night owls. I'll cross my fingers for you, Stephanie. I hope he goes down easily so that you're able to get stitchy time. If you ever want to come back on and for the chitty chats, chitty chats? What even? For the chit chats, like, I'm going to be here. Oh, man. It's probably not good that I'm starting this live a little bit crazy, but we'll see how it goes. I took my puppy out. She was so happy. She like ran in circles and came back to me and was so happy every time she came back. And now she's sleeping again. So now I can finish this. That's the goal, is to get this stitched. And I'm sure I can manage that in the next 4 hours, even if I do get distracted. Oh dear. Parties don't tend to be white noise either. Hi, Angie. Man, you know, I'm ready for this whole section to be done because there's nothing on here that isn't like fudged or frogged or anything. Ugh. I just want it done and move on. That's where I'm at with it. But I'm sticking with it and pushing through it. And then I will happily put it away until like next month, which isn't that long. I mean, it's the 22nd, so it's not that far away to be November, where I go to the retreat. I celebrate my first floss tube anniversary in November. Think about the memories of stitching it. No, I don't want to think about those memories. No. There will be memories. It'll be memories of how many people were cheering me on to like get through this piece. It was so many. Okay, this is not. There we go. It'll be the memories of all of you. Hello, Jessica. Welcome back. You know, I meant to ask you like earlier today how the building of the pigs, not the pigs, their winter pen went. Let's see. Here. Slower than expected. Isn't that always how building projects go? Even if you think you've like taken your timeline and made it slower, it always seems to go even slower than that. Piglets! Are you trying to get it done before the piglets come? Is that the plan? Or the hope? Okay, I need something to move here because there we go. There's like some extra noise happening and I don't need extra noise. There we go. I don't think I will ever be a homesteader. Well, like a full-on like raise animals kind of a homesteader. I would happily support another like homesteader or sustainable farm practice, but I think I would do like, I don't know. I think Kuni pigs are adorable. Yeah. Yeah. It is a lot of work to have to like all, not just to set up, but then to maintain and just to keep things going. I would happily do like the garden stuff and let somebody else do the animal stuff though. We were on a farm. My family was on a farm. When did we move there? I was 15 when we moved. And we had like chickens and mostly hens. No, that's not true. We had meat chickens too. So we had hens and meat chickens and goats. Mostly the little milk goats. But we had meat goats too. Oh, I didn't say that I could grow plants well. I just said that I would rather do that than the animals. I think I do a decent job if somebody like, okay, this is how my brain goes with gardening. They're like, water until it's wet. And you're like, what kind of instruction is water until it's wet? That's how it feels like to me. Or they're like, like the succulents are like, wait until the soil's dry and then like soak it. But then you still have like all these pockets of like soil that's like completely dry where the roots are that you need it. Anyway, those are the kinds of things I think about. I do know how to grow plants. I do know how to like thin and start from seed and things. I do know those things because we've always growing up, we always had a farm, not a farm, a garden. Even when we lived in the like suburbs, my mom changed all of our yard basically to be gardens. Our front yard was bigger than our backyard. So the backyard was like the play space, and then the front yard had we had three super, super long vegetable beds. We had one that was for strawberries, we had asparagus, we had berries, and then like along the street, we were at the end of the cul-de-sac. So like along the street and sidewalk, we had one long row of like the rose garden and one that was just other flowers. And then over here was like the herbs. Like we had tons of garden and it was part of our chores. Like everybody worked in the vegetable gardens, but then all the rest of the gardens were divided up among the kids for us to take care of. So it's not that I don't know how to garden. It's that I overthink things maybe a little bit too much. Feed and water. But there's diseases and then like what about all the like minerals and nutrients like that they need? There's other variables, Jessica. Oh man. If it's one thing I'm good at, it's about thinking a lot more than I need to think about things sometimes. I'm pretty good at that. I can't help it. It's just what my brain does. Yeah. Well, going through vet school is going to help a lot with that and would totally make you feel more comfortable with the animals. I think the hard thing with the animals is that um, I'm I'm not a vegetarian by any means, and am I think that it's possible to humanely raise and then um, kill and prepare animals for food consumption. And I'm fine with that, but it's hard when you know the animals. That was always the hardest. Like it was easy when we had, meat chickens because you have tons and tons of meat chickens and then they all get processed all at once. And I didn't like hand processing though, so I liked when we had enough meat chickens that we did not have to hand process when we took them somewhere. But I do think that it's good to know like where your food is coming from. So in that sense, like knowing the life of the animal gives you a lot of gratitude for the the food that you are eating. Same thing with growing a garden. You know the work that went into it because you're the one who did it. It gives you a kind of appreciation that is hard otherwise if you have no connection to a life cycle of plant or animal. I love the idea of homesteaders. Like it doesn't matter. You don't have to grow all your food or raise all your food. even if it's just like a tomato plant on your balcony, you are a homesteader because you are doing even just a little bit to raise something in the space that you have available to you. Oh, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything is better than nothing. And I think once you get the taste of a little bit, you want to do more because it tastes so much different when it's homegrown. One, two, three. Oh, no, just 2. Oh, no, there's Suki down here. Let's see if I make it through the rest of this without having to frog something or discover one more thing that I have to fudge. That would be nice. Feed them marshmallows a month before processing. Oh man. It wouldn't necessarily be that far from the truth for like our big agricultural practices, sadly. I'm not fully yet adjusted. Not adjusted. Switched over. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I'm not fully on like sustainable. I don't know, it's expensive to make all the changes, but not just expensive. You just have to do your research and build those relationships with farms and things, and going to farmers markets. And now we're approaching winter when like all the farmers markets are ending and things like that. So it's definitely still a process for me to do all those things. Alara. PJ's check, toothbrush check, contacts. When do you expect him back? Well, you said afternoon and evening, so you love McDonald's, no judging from me. Well, it's not. I don't love McDonald's. But like I don't buy organic all the time, and you know, like I've made some changes, but not others yet. It's a process. I just don't want anybody who's listening to this think that like I have all of these things to like figured out, because I don't. I just know where my values are and I'm working towards it. That's me. Not until 9:30. Okay, well, you're gonna be super comfortable for the next 2.5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna be here. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, the plan is not to go anywhere anyway. 3820 is not this card. It is this card. You could listen to music of songs that are usually in major keys, but they're being performed in minor keys. Those are fun. And actually, the guy that I listen to who does it, he does such a good job. You may have been lulled to sleep for a bit last segment. You know, that's not a bad thing. I'm okay with that. I have, like, I am 0% offended by that. Like, this is just a chill environment. And you've been awake for a really long time now. I could sing to her. Should I sing a lullaby? Lara, do you want a lullaby? I mean, I'm pretty sure that I sang every once in a while in the last segment. So maybe maybe it was my singing that put her to sleep. Which means it wasn't so bad that she couldn't sleep. Need to adult until he gets home. Well, unless my puppy begs to go out again, I'm here until like 11 so I can get my hours in. Actually, by that point my brother will definitely be home. And I can ask him to take care of her should that need arise. We can sing I'm just trying to think of bad songs to sing, like the Titanic song. We can sing it all breathy like even. Let your 4-year-old out, then you can stream too. See, I'm giving everybody great advice. How to be a floss tuber and a live streamer. Like, here's my tips for how to be a floss tuber. Stop apologizing for things that aren't your fault. No, not your actual kid, Alara. Your inner 4-year-old. She might need a 3-year-old, Jessica. She might need to lower her age to a 3-year-old in order to go live right now. You got demoted a few years. Lack of sleep does that. It tanks your brain cells so fast. And you're like, I'm supposed to be functioning on adult level, but like I totally can't. Okay, is this a quarter stitch or a 3/4 stitch? It is 3. Great. It's happening. The 2-year-old tantrum stage. Oh man. Okay, but are you gridding straight and evenly? These are important things, Alara. He's sizing out some fabric. Hey, Angie, she did look and she already has that one for our Charting Creations cut out. She's prepped already. Now I just need to be prepped. Hey, Deborah. You're a trooper for watching the past lives. Well, not live. They're so random. We're so random. Yeah, at least you have a way to like double and triple check to make sure that you're going straight. I just took this off and put it away, but I still need this color. I knew it too. You know, in my full coverage pieces, when I get all the spaces filled in, it's like this big sigh of finally it looks like something. But in this piece, it doesn't look like that until you backstitch. Backstitching is what makes you give that big sigh of like happiness. Having it filled in like that, it's not done yet. Oh, don't turn it over yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 8 is a high number to have to count to, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope it's meant to be right on top of that. It is! Yay! I like getting things right. Have to parent. Okay, go have fun parenting. Adulting, dinnering, whatever it is for you. I'm so close. I'm so close to stitching on something else. You just got through making gluten-free pizza? Was it like a gluten-free what am I trying to say? Like the kind of crust? Is it a gluten-free flour or like a cauliflower kind of crust? My guess would be the flour because I think okay, yeah, the flour kind. I've never had one of the mixes before. I like the cauliflower ones though. I feel like I need to look at the. That's not helpful. Okay, I'm gonna make this a 3/4 stitch. I think it makes sense to do that. This, probably November. Because I can't. Yeah, probably November before December is going to be what I aim for. Not before my next whip parade. So this will still be there as a whip in my whip parade. Basically another layer of really cooked cheese. Yeah. So like the cauliflower ones are basically cauliflower and cheese. Oh, I've had one that's was sweet potato. That was good too. I like sweet potatoes though, and I know not everybody does. I don't think that it doesn't hold together as well as, a flour crust does, but I don't think anybody expects it to. Burnt cheese is wonderful. Amen. Like when you're making the grilled cheese sandwich and they come out the sides onto the pan and it is ooey gooey tastiness. Yup. That's yummy stuff. Where's my handle? There it is. Okay. Lara's ready to go to bed, but her husband's not back yet. She's waiting. All right, I need to do the house. 7:21. Just waiting. Your time will come, right? Okay. What am I seeing here? This one. Bed sounds good. The last couple hours of this live tonight are going to be interesting. Hi, Hannah. Thanks for saying hi. You are welcome to chat as much or as little as you want to. We are super chill here. We are chill enough that Alara fell asleep last time. Do any of you dress up your kids for Halloween? My favorite way to dress up my kid was when she was like 3 or 4. She wanted to be the TARDIS, so I made her a dress that was the TARDIS. And then she was able to wear that dress for like the next 3 or 4 Halloweens, and it was fantastic. Because I don't like dressing up my kid. It's work. "24 hours is hard if you can only do like Saturday and Sunday and you can't get any time on Friday." We don't talk about Bruno. No one recognizes you. All right. You might be more excited than the kid. Pictures of the TARDIS? Oh no, on Alara. Or Crit. Oh, you only had one picture? My daughter's never been like super into dressing up, so which probably is because I'm not super into Halloween, so there's that. You should film an entire floss tube like it, Alara. That would be fun. Look, I'm not the only one who thinks you should do it. Kristen and Hannah agree with me. If Angie were here, she'd say yes too. Stephanie from So Clever Creation, she was on a little bit earlier. You had some glow in the dark, she would totally say yes. Deborah, that's awful. That's terrible. Like, we don't need that kind of nightmares. Yeah. What is wrong with people? Why do they think that that is a good idea? Just because it's Halloween? It's terrible. I don't know what color this was. 721. And so is this random piece of floss. It's possibly one of the reasons why I don't like Halloween. Like, I don't do scary, evil things like that. I don't do scary stuff. I don't do violence. And I think some people use Halloween as an excuse to, like, be rude and be awful and, like, make terrible things a joke. Hide your kids. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Justification. Oh, Alara, you've got bigger words than I do right now. I couldn't think of that word. There's a couple houses around the corner from me. And they are, like, their front yard is got a ton of Halloween stuff. Oh, I was walking my puppies past their house. Well, there's two houses next to each other that are extreme feeling. I was walking past them. It wasn't dark yet, but it was dark enough that they had their blow-ups going, the lights, and, like, then I found out that there was sound happening, and it was like, come closer, like, fall into my trap. And I was like, okay, this is creepy. Let's move on. Like, let's not listen to whatever is happening next. I don't, even if it's not like a belief in actually like supernatural things, there's still like an invitation for like the feelings of that, I guess. Oh yeah, my puppies didn't like it. They already don't like every year whenever Halloween comes around and stuff enters in people's yards, you can tell they're on high alert whenever you pass something that's all of a sudden in somebody's yard, and they're like, is this a human? It's not moving. It looks weird. Like, what is going on? And then the sound on top of it, we were all like, let's go on the other side of the street. Oh, that's nice. It's nice that you can just avoid it. I haven't really done trick-or-treating. Well, even when Kaylin was little, we went with her cousins that we lived near, and we did like some other activities that were non-Halloween. Not non-Halloween, but non-trick-or-treating. And then I was like, you want to help pass out candy? And so we really never trick-or-treated our own neighborhoods. I'm like, let's just not. Okay, let's do. Oh, my puppy's settling in on my bed. That means she is ready to sleep for the night. 9:58. I did take piano lessons. I started when I was 8. And I had lessons until I was, I guess, 15 when my family moved. And at that point, let's see. Well, I took lessons again in college, a little bit. I mostly just accompanied people, though. So I stayed involved in piano. I don't know, but I know that you can get the books. I have one of their books, the Royal Conservatory. I don't think that we really do, though. Oh dear. I didn't think about that. I need this yellow thing to be scooted over. Guys, this fudging never ends. It's constant. Alara, you could find a lot of people like Hoffman Academy online. I have no experience with them, so I could not tell you anything. about whether it's good or not. My recommendation would be to like literally just ask around. You might find somebody who isn't a teacher but is willing to teach you, or somebody who is just starting out as a teacher and has cheaper rates. You're fudging for 20 years on summer stroll. It needs to stop. They are still a pay to learn, but I just don't know how much like their charges are, and if it's like cost effective. But as an adult, you could find books that are kind of self-taught, or they are piano books with an adult self-taught learner in mind. I think it just depends on like how you want to go. It's also possible that you could find a somebody who will teach over Zoom, especially post like COVID shutdowns. A lot more people are like adapted in that way. To even things like music lessons. So yeah, just look for one that is geared towards an adult, like self-learning. All right, Kristen. Good luck. Because the self-taught ones are going to be ones that explain concepts, whereas other books might rely on the teacher to do the explaining. And then once you get to a certain point in knowing like theory and basic piano techniques, you can just start on songs that you want to be working on yourself. You might be able to find, now I'm giving you all sorts of ideas. You might be able to find somebody who is willing to trade or barter. Like, here's some venison, teach me piano. You never know. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3/4 and a quarter. All right, Jessica, have a good dinner. What catch you later. Oh my goodness, sometimes piercing the Ada is not easy. We'll train hammock gear for piano lessons. Okay, just make sure that it's fair trade. John Thompson is a great one. He is one that has an adult self-taught one, I'm pretty certain. John Thompson is what I use with my students and with my daughter. I like John Thompson because like the visuals of the books aren't very flashy. So it helps keep the focus on what the learning is. And I also like that the music is like more classically based than childish. A full setup. Well, then, if you wanted to barter something like that, then you would want to know what the going rate for piano teachers are in your area. And then you would know like how many lessons-ish that might be. You never know. And you could also ask for a teacher to help you like just get started. Like you want, you know, a lesson. You want a lesson once a month for like 3 months, and in between that, you know what you're going to practice on and things like that. And then you can go back and say, okay, I specifically need to know like this kind of area. Like you could be doing that. Yeah, there's definitely options out there. Okay, I am almost done with this color. You wrote it down and everything. That's a smart thing since you're ready to like collapse and not be conscious. You can always message me too, and I'll remember that what it is that we talked about. It's true. Oh, my highlighter is falling down my chair. Get back. There you go. Oh. I think it's time for a question. How often do you buy clothes? Like when I need to? I don't understand this question. I don't buy clothes every day, and I don't even buy clothes every week. Sometimes it's more often than I need to, but I don't buy clothes that often. Is he not asleep? I guess that's why you can't go to sleep yet, is because you need to handle a child who isn't going to sleep. I'm confused. This isn't even the same color. I don't even know what color it is. This color? Y'all, I'm not. I'm not. I did not just say that. Good grief. This whole section right here should be a different color, and I'm not even going to say it. How many times can I mess up on this pattern? So bedtime is around 11. Well, it might not end up being until he starts preschool. Yeah, it's supposed to be highlighted, so it's supposed to be a lighter color. You know, like over here is a lighter color. But you've got like these ridges and things, so and this is correct. This part, this dark one is correct. That's the color that I used up here. I'm gonna leave it. But man, I'm frustrated with this pattern. A million times. Yeah, it's possible that his body will just like, you know, be busy and active and his brain will as well, and then he comes home and he sleeps. Kids' sleep schedules, I feel like they're always adapting anyway. Like, once you get it figured out, they're ready to transition to something different. Oh my gosh, Frida. It's been so bad. Uh, and there's video evidence of it every step of the way. I'm definitely not being quiet about it. Well, that's good. I'm glad it still looks amazing. It's gonna become part of the whole once it's backstitched. Like it's just gonna become part of the whole and be okay. Oh my gosh. It just at this point it's beyond like you have to laugh at it. It's so ridiculous. Oh, okay. I'm going to do the hearts, which is 948. 948. I need somebody to come be my quality check. Is that the right number? Am I grabbing the right floss? Am I stitching it in the right place? Nope. There's this right here is correct. And this is correct. I have not found a mistake in those yet. And you can bet that on my next floss tube video, I'm gonna point out every single one, like, well, I stitched this wrong, and then this wrong, and then this wrong. Like, the list is just gonna keep going. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad. It'll look even better when it's backstitched. I know that. It's always true on pieces that use backstitch. One, two. I guess I'm all about showing all the aspects of stitching life, right? What's step 1? 2, 3. I am, Terry. I am still going. I'm messing up and fudging all along. Your back stitching looks like a 4-year-old did it. Our weather was really nice today, I think. I mean, I was inside almost all of it. Except for like in the morning when I was disc golfing, but it got up into like 60, I don't know, high 60s, I think. I don't know that I have much words of wisdom to say about backstitching, but I will share what I have. The back does? I try not to carry cross motifs, but sometimes no, I really don't. I do on like the little bubbles, but that's it. $9.64. 75 and sunny sounds nice. I love the warm sunny days. It's hard when it gets cold all the time. Birds nesting in the back of your HAED. Oh man. Well, HAEDs are totally a different story. And it depends on how much color you have. The more color changes and the more confetti, the more crazy it is. The full coverage you're working on is nothing but confetti. String art. It is. It's a lovely kind of like abstractism. Abstract probably isn't the right artistic term, but it's the one I'm using. Maybe like romanticism. Impressionist painting. Impressionist. That one seems right. The closest to what I'm looking for. Oh. I have like a whole string down here of uncrossed stitches. That's special. Way to go, Suki. Okay. This pattern is like what not to stitch on when you're live streaming or tired. But only if you're trying to put in all the fractionals. Otherwise, it really wouldn't be a problem. It really is the fractional stitching that's difficult. I saw a video of somebody who was like, they were following a Bob Ross tutorial, but doing it finger paint style. I think I ought to try that sometime. Section 11s. Why don't we already have lingo for that in our stitching community? Like we have frogging and fudging. Why don't we have it for like the sections that are like headaches? Headaches. Terry. Except this one's not a head and it is totally a headache. That's funny. Okay. Oh, I need to cross these before I forget. And then think the section is done when it's not. It was a really good one. Aw, hi Rachel. I see your message. So I'm saying hi to you. Let's see. Stitch. Here, actually, I need to do here. Oh, this is funny. This is great. I'm gonna have to figure out when I can do a live maybe regularly. It has been like nearly 6 months since I've done one, and I've missed them. And I don't know if Friday or Saturday would be better, but those would be the days that I would be able to schedule something and do it. And if it was regular, and people would know. Ooh, that did not that did not go on my floss card well. The next question on this list is kind of funny. Have you ever had a secret admirer? Yes, I have. It was a fellow piano student. Actually, I had two at the same time. One was a piano student and a fellow piano student, because I was also a piano student. And one was like somebody I volunteered with at the Science Museum in Ohio. And like, I don't know, maybe not exactly secret admirer, but definitely crush in which I was completely naive about. One of them gave me a necklace, I think. I don't really remember. And the other one wrote me a song. Wait, both of them wrote me a song. Piano songs. I have the sheet music to one of them. One of them is more like wistful sounding and kind of like it's different. And the other one is an emotional, like upset kind of a song. Because he wrote it after he asked me out on a date and I said no. Yeah. I was like, I don't even. Anyway. Having songs written for you is weird. Stars. 3770. I know who's been my secret admirer of Lara. I remember, a year ago when I said something on my Instagram about like maybe I should start a floss tube and show off like my bookshelf all the way done. And Alara was like the first person to say, yes, you should totally do it. And then she went on to say that she basically like stalked me on Facebook. Okay, not really. But that you've always like you've watched me on, was it Facebook or Instagram? I think you said Facebook. For like a long time. But we never spoke until that, like, should I make a floss tube? Comment. It's totally you, Lara. I remember so well because, like when you cover your face with your hands and you're like, I am unworthy. That's me. My post that out. I barely posted too. I think that's what makes it funny to me is that I, didn't, I hardly ever posted in the Facebook groups. And I do so even less now. Yes, Frida. It's kind of weird. Sometimes we're like, oh yeah, we haven't actually met yet. Yeah, I wouldn't have had any way to connect your personal profile with you as a Lara. Like, so yeah. Yeah, we're definitely, it's the first time we'll be meeting. I'm sure there will be pictures and like all the things. I don't think that there's a floss tube video that goes by that she or I aren't mentioning each other. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3 more symbols to finish this section out. Unless I find another mistake. Please no, please no. 722, 722. I've actually been up to Ohio several times in the last year. Like within like 45 or 60 minutes of Valera. I'll have to document. I'm not sure that I will remember to. I will remember to document. We can do this. I have a GoPro. We can totally set up a GoPro on our stitching table. Like, that'd be fun. It would be fun to set up a GoPro to like show a project actually being stitched. Like maybe start to finish or something like that. I usually can manage at least a picture when peopling, so we can do it. Deborah's gonna be there. We're gonna have like, it's fun because I'm going into this retreat having like several names of people who are gonna be there. Alara, since you've been there, how many people could fit at a table? Well, if you push tables together, then you're also losing space for people. So who knows about that one? And I have charts for both of you, Alara, and you, Deborah. And others who aren't on right now for me to admit that I have not sent them yet. There's actually a good reason why I haven't sent anybody's charts out yet. But that's okay. It's a good reason mixed up in a bad reason. Six with room, 8 squished. Well, our party would definitely push it with 6, right? This is so exciting. I'm so glad that there's going to be several people there that I've already had interactions with. I saw in the Facebook group that there was a post by the organizer whose name I don't remember, who was asking if there was interest in like a March retreat in addition to the fall retreat. Cat. I'll try to remember that. We'll see if that happens. I remember reading it when she posted. I was like, I need to remember her name. I need to remember her name. I didn't remember her name. I didn't respond. I want to say yes, but realistically, March could be challenging for me to be able to get to, like with because it would mean that I would have to miss dance classes, and that's like just over a month before recital. And I don't like to be the reason that learning recital dance is hung up. But you wouldn't have that travel time. Okay. It's okay. Now I have 3 more colors, but that's because there's a U symbol that faces up and a U symbol that faces down, and my brain said it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Which one do I want to do first? Let's do the down. 800. I wonder what kind of, like, where is her cutoff in this would be worth it, you know? Because if you only had 30 people last year, I'm guessing that this year the response is much larger. So even if she only got like 30 yeses again, she would do it maybe, and then it could grow from there. I don't know. I do like that it's small. So even though I want to be able to go to ones like StitchCon, which is going to have a really big pull, I could meet a lot more people that I get to talk to, or who watch my videos and things like that. But small numbers are good for me too. Probably better for me. Okay, in 20 minutes, it'll have been 2 hours since starting this live. I would really love it if this piece were finished by then, this section. So let's see if I can manage it in the next 20 minutes. Why should I worry? Why should I care? I may not have a dime. Oh, and then the random songs are starting. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, all the things you said now. I really don't know. This is like just a blue thing. It's a shell like this one. Got it. And then, oh, mark it off, Suki, mark it off. Hi, Rainy. I think we will all be happy to see the end of this piece by the time I finish stitching this. The hope is that now there's so few stitches that maybe I won't have to like pull anything out. How could I mess it up at this point? Should we find out? Oh, some Leonid Afromov going on. You've gotten through a lot of projects this weekend. Tomorrow morning when I start stitching again, it'll be on my treasure hunt bookshelf. So whatever stitching I do in the morning, which I hope will be at least 3 hours, will be treasure hunt bookshelf, and then I'll have another 2-hour stretch in the afternoon where I can stitch on something else. I still need this color. I will go live tomorrow, but it will be, there's very specific times, just to finish out my 24 hours of cross stitch. It'll be early, like 6:30 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then it will be in the afternoon, like 2:30 to 4:30. So it won't be all day like today. I've never done whip go, but I've seen a lot of people and there are different varieties of doing it. And I like some of the varieties that I've seen. If you get your wish, your wish to go to sleep tonight. It's too hard for me to pick like a project and a goal to go with that project. But I like some of the, I think Jemima the Rocking Stitcher, her whip go was to, like, she just put a project there and then whatever she did on that project counted. Stitching Big Things with Hallie, I think last year she did her whip go and it was like all her non-full coverage pieces. but this year her whip go is like the goal without the T-minus 60 minutes. It's the goal but without the project attached to it. So she has like 7 days of stitching, and when that number is called, or square, when that square gets called, she chooses which project she feels like stitching on. So I like some of those adaptations that people have done. I don't know if I would ever do it, though. I think I could for the challenge of it, because clearly I'm up for a challenge. In doing things like this. But I also just like to stitch what I want to stitch and meet goals that I want to meet without being tied to somebody else telling me in that way. All right, I have 13 minutes left to stitch. Guys, I'm ridiculous. I stitched like the top row in that color, but not like the middle or the bottom. Guys. I promise I've not done this with any other project that I have live streamed. So many, oh my gosh, so many dumb things that I've done while doing this. Home stretch. I think it's also challenging that WIPCO is like an entire year. It's not like, you know, Mania that is just 1 month long. I like Full Coverage Fanatics because they've got they're a Facebook group if you don't know that. They have a variety of challenges. My brain wants to be done with this piece so bad, but it also is like, get it done. I like some of Full Coverage Fanatics challenges and not others. So I pick and choose there what I do with what is aligned with how I like to stitch. Okay, one more color, and it is B5200. I already know that one. And it is just a few stitches. I can do this. And then you guys don't have to listen to me talk about it again. In my next floss tube video, I'll put like, if you watched this live on the live stream, you can skip to this minute marker where I've finished talking about it. It'll save you some time. There are so many threads happening back here. It is so thick. Where I don't even know where I'm trying to put my needle. Here. Here. I'm not leaving, no. Welcome back, Kristen. No, I'm almost done this section though, and I just want it to be done. No, I'm saying that once I finish this section, you won't have to listen to me talk about it again. And on my next floss tube video, I can give you like a content warning. A content warning of like, careful. If you were on the live stream, you might not want to watch the next 5 minutes. You'll get to see other ones though, Deborah. I have lots of other projects I want to see instead of this one. There, look. Woo! Look, I did it. Did I? Yes. There's like 2 stitches here that are on this page and like 2 up here, but I'm going to get those with the next pattern part, the last pattern part. That sounds weird. The last pattern part. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, look at that. It's so ridiculous. It's finished. Next week sometime I will figure out filming a back stitch on it. And hopefully that will be clear and able to be seen. Yay! Yay! Where's my highlighter? Here it is. So one thing I do on these charts where I don't get so like you can see those stitches and these, there's 2 down here. I'm not going to stitch those, but what I do is I take here and I find them and I mark them like that. So I remember to stitch them. Otherwise, I might not remember. Okay. It's time to Instagram it. And I did it with 5 minutes to spare, y'all. 5 minutes to spare the 2-hour mark. Oh gosh. I'm so glad that it's done. Okay. Take a photo. I want to eat a roll. I could go for a roll right now. Like Texas Roadhouse rolls with cinnamon butter. That sounds delicious. Okay. Instagram. Hey, look, that's what I posted yesterday. Like, look at that. Yesterday, and then today after like 20 hours of stitching. Not really. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It took me roughly 9 hours of stitching to do that. Oh man. I mean 9 hours, but like I was also talking and looking stuff up. Rolos? I don't know, their caramel is sweet. Oh, oops, I don't need to post that one. Not that picture. That picture. Why does it look blurry? I need to retake that picture. I don't want a blurry picture. It could be the nighttime lighting. Oh wait, last night's would have been nighttime lighting too. Yay! We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy. Okay, captioning today. 9 hours of stitching later. It's ready for backstitching. I'm glad you guys were here to celebrate this with me, because that was rough. Lakeside Needlecraft. I can't type. I can't type. "24 hours of cross stitch." And we're posted. Yay! Time for a different project. Agreed, Deborah. Agreed. Okay. This project has been living in my Alara bag. See? I still haven't done the grommets like you told me to, Alara. Because I'm terrible. Okay, dokey. This is going away. Now the question is, do I start the Mill Hill or do I work on Queen of the Night? Oh, I need to put that in there. So, this is Queen of the Night. She's looking like that. Get out of my way. That was not nice of me. There we go. She's looking like this. You haven't done any of yours yet either. Yeah. What was the other thing? Or do I start Santa Claus? Which means sorting threads. Because I haven't done that yet. I don't know. I have these two Santas too. Work on the one that's easiest for me. Oh, Terry, that is a good. I've never done a mill hill, so that might not be the easiest. I don't know though. Yeah, I mean, it's just like counting and stitching, right? But Queen of the Night. Fill in. I mean, this is not. I was doing a little bit of cross country with this and then like filling in as I go. This one's pretty easy to work on. Which one do I think? You guys are right. I think you're right. I think the HAED would be better. I will show you the other Santas though. It's still in my package. I got a notification that Grecian Gold was in stock. It's been out of stock for months. So I had to order some of that, which meant I got the bat. Look at the bat. Isn't he so cute? Look at his wings. I love him. He's so cute. And the woodpecker. And the beaver. Oh, that's even the order they go in. 9, 10, and 11. And then I grabbed the other. Oh, I guess this is the first one. This says 4. This says 5, and this says 6. So I guess I would start with this one. Oh my gosh. All of this right here coming from his sack, those are beads. That looks so cool. So this is Northern Lights Santa and Southern Cross Santa and Eastern Star Santa. These were the ones released in the first year. This says 2000. So I guess 2000. Anyway, let's see. You just got a sneak peek out of my haul. Where's my... Oh, it's right here. Good job, Steve. You got to figure out how to fix the bat's eye. Oh, like the eye ear thing, like that? Is that what you mean? The eye versus the ear? I mean, it's going to be a long time before I stitch the bat, so I have time to see what other people do. The perspective on it isn't quite right. Okay, well, in all your spare time, when you're not charting that ridiculous project that we have an idea for, you can chart that one. Thank you, Terry. Thanks for hanging out so much. Okay, the question is, what part should I work on? Which part do I Q snap up, y'all? Like, do I work here in the, you can't see what I'm pointing at. Do I come here? Do I do some wing? Wings got confetti. Do I come up here and fill in sky stuff? Do I stick with this stuff? What do I put in the Q snap? Well, she's not an owl. Well, I guess there's these birdie thingies. And she does have an owl. I think her mask looks like an owl. This right here, like that's this. These are the flowers in like the top of her headpiece, which is super cool. I don't know. There's 9,402 stitches of 939 to stitch. Decisions. I guess there's a fair amount over here that I could do. And I could fill some stuff in on the moon and then do stuff down here, maybe? Shows how closely he looked at the original image. I kind of don't want to work on the pink stuff because once I run out of pink stuff, it's kind of done. Okay. We're gonna, everybody watch how awkwardly I put this in here. How far down do I want it to be? I mean, this is a new Q snap. I've not used it before. Don't like how crooked that is. That's okay, I'll fix it. I will fix it to be a little less crooked. I got that in Illustrator. I go around a few times, but I don't normally have to do a ton. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Then we do something with all of this extra fabric. "90% of your decision making outdoor comes from my willingness to meet the cues." See, that's another reason why I just need limited projects, is because I don't like Under the Sea's not coming off of those Q snaps until it's done. Hold on. I think one of the pros of Q snaps is how easy they are to do it. Yes, but Angie, look, it's a different project. I will show you. I did the whole section, except for backstitching. Yay! It was ridiculous. There's nothing that was not messed up in here. So, I did it. Underestimate your power of lazy. I don't think you're lazy. You're just exhausted, Alara. There's a difference. It's a big difference. Okay. What is this? Oh, that. Okay. So nice. I kind of want to fill in some of these stitches though. I don't know. I'm very indecisive right now. You need a copy of Angie's Needle Minder. You're not a night owl, early bird or a night owl. You're some form of a eternally exhausted pigeon or something like that. Yeah. I bet you could get it on a t-shirt or a mug or all the things. A decal for your car. Okay. Where am I? Up here. Okay. I'm working in tent stitch. Not full crosses. Oh, there's fabric hanging down in the back here. That will not do. I need... Oh no. My other magnetic thingies aren't in this bag. It's in a different basket. I guess I'm taking it from under the sea. I don't know how to do this to where it's going to stay up. Come down here, you go up there, leave my needle alone. How do I make this stay up, y'all? Is that going to stay up? There we go. Let's try that. Oh, I bet you it is. I bet you it's on a t-shirt out there somewhere. My brother just got home. I heard him come in the door. I want Arby's fries. That's so random. But that's what I want. That's the craving that's happening in my belly right now. It's so nice to work on a different project. You still want the grilled cheese with the burnt cheese edges? This was a good choice, everybody. Less brain work. Oh, yes. We all cheered and celebrated, and man, it was so ridiculous. That section was so ridiculous. It was like mistake after mistake after mistake the entire time. You did. You got all the muttering under the breath. And it didn't stop. Too soon. No, I own it. I was like that for 9 hours. The whole time. The whole time I muttered out loud. Right up to the very end. For real. I'm amazed how many people stayed here and listened to me complain my way through that whole piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. Misery loves company. Yeah, but nobody else wanted to say that they were like frogging or fudging or anything. It was just me out here on my lonesome. Constant, constant lone. No, I was not alone. I had a wonderful support team the whole way. Amazing cheerleaders. They're in timeout. See, if I had not been live and like super bent on getting that one, like that section finished, oh, there's a good chance I would have put it away. Hey, depending on the project, it really could be fine. We'll just have to see how the back stitching goes. Oh, it must be 9 o'clock because my body's saying it's time to wind down for bed. It's 9:09. Exiled on the way to being a UFO, like that kind of exile. Oh, yes, yes. That one is where it needs to go. I don't work my projects from right to left, so this is kind of trippy to be doing it right now. It's just the easiest place to start with this color. $7:09. If only my body agreed with your time. Like, I have awful jet lag whenever I have to travel time zones. It sticks around forever and ever and ever. Do I want to do that? No, I want to do it this way. Exiled on deserted island with no boat in sight. There's still hope. If only there's another boat. Well, you could always do something like go live while you get over that hump of it being in exile. You know, you could do something like that. I don't guarantee that it helps with wrong stitching though, as Under the Sea. Totally, I'm not being serious. Under the Sea definitely proves that um if you're trying to pay attention to it and prone to mistakes on it, definitely don't do it live. Like I have no trouble with my HAEDs going live whatsoever. Never again with Under the Sea. Never, never, never again. Alara, you have like 15, 16, 17 minutes, 18 minutes? I can do math. One, two, three. Whee! One, two, three. And then 4. 1, 2. How many hours have I put in today? Oh, that's math. Okay. Let's see. I have already put in 7 plus 2.5, so that's 9.5 hours today. Yeah. And I need 11.75 of an hour, which I think is 10. Wait, how many hours did I just say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. I'm pulling out my calculator because I obviously can't do this simple math in my head. It's too dead. 9.5. 2.75 of an hour? Really? I don't like that idea. That's 11:30 Eastern Time. I don't know if I can stay up until 11:30. We'll see. That's so late. Maybe he's hurrying his way home and just doesn't have time to let you know that he's on his way. I will hope for you, Alara. Okay. This is, you need to, thank you. There we go. Fix the stand. Talk to the inanimate objects. It shows that you're sane, like any other human being. Okay, now I feel like I need to do this math correctly. In total, I want 24 hours. Yesterday, I got 8.25. Tomorrow, I think I can go from 6:30 to 10:30, which is 4 hours. and then 2:30 to 4:30, which is 4 hours and then 2 hours. So that's 6 hours. So subtract 6, right? Seven 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Oh, I probably can't do that many because I should take a shower tomorrow. So let's just say I can stitch for 5 hours tomorrow. And so far I have done and 2.5. Okay. I don't know what math I was doing before, but this says an hour and 25 minutes. No, an hour and a quarter. Because math. Sorry, you asked. I can't. I can't let it go. After 11 just seemed so much later than I thought that I needed to go. So an hour and a quarter is 10:30. 10:30. Okay, I can do 10:30. You meant for me? Oh, well, it's good for me because I was freaking out that it was going to be after 11 and I didn't want to be up after 11 and yeah, 10:30. I can do 10:30. Somehow, somehow or another, I will do 10:30. I might need, like, we might make it through all the remaining questions by then just to keep it going. What's your favorite holiday? Christmas. You've done a grand total of 3 hours today? Okay. But to be fair, I don't have any kids to take care of today. Like, I have no obligations. I didn't go anywhere. I just had to, like, make sure I had food and I had to take care of my dog. That was it. One, two, and this is 2. I like Christmas and birthdays. Birthdays aren't really a holiday. But that's what I like. I like Christmas and birthdays. But everyone's made great progress on their stuff, so I dig it. And so many of you have kept me company. Well, 10:30 is late for me too, Deborah. And like I said, at 9 o'clock, my body was like, and we're done, right? No, we're not done. Have a good sleep, Deborah. And I'll meet you in a couple weeks. Less than 2 weeks now. Yay, yay. Let's see here. I already got bored stitching this one color. I'm not really bored. I shouldn't say that. But it's just kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. Which was kind of the point. It's kind of the point, Suki. That it's out there in the middle of nowhere. Where's my needle? Here's my needle. I'm hungry again. I have pretzels next to me. Chocolate mint ones. I'm not sure that's a good idea to eat though, right before bed. I try not to eat before bed. Okay, next book. What question? Decided to recite a whole episode of Sonic for you. He was helping you channel your inner child for live streaming. That was the point. Now you're ready. You can go live. Your kid showed you how to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. The point. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh, of stitching 939. Because I was like, oh, maybe let me go fill in other things. And then I was like, but the point of stitching the 939 was so I had places where I could anchor color, like wherever I went. And so yeah, it's gonna be like out here in the middle of nowhere. That's what. You mean you want to understand my mutterings under the breath? Oh, I'm so happy you were stitching Gypsy Firefly. I love that chart so much. Thank you for joining, Frida. Have a good night. Sleep well knowing that you got all of those stitches in. Um, Okay. I like Gypsy Firefly. 1, 2, 3. Okay, other question. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? Ask for separation? I don't do very many daring things, as you might guess, from my lack of doing scary things, and yeah. I don't know. What other daring things? One, two, three, four. Oh, 5. You know, like those sayings, dare to dream. I don't know that that's like a most daring thing that I've done. But it can be scary to do that. And to say that it's okay and to take up that space. To say I do have dreams and I'm going to work towards them, and it's okay if they're not your dreams, and it's okay if you think otherwise, but for me, this is right. I think it's a daring thing for anybody to maybe not daring, but it's a brave thing for anybody to say, I'm going to heal. Like, that's what I'm going to do. I have things that like cause problems in my everyday. And I'm going to do the hard things, to set boundaries and to say no and to change the situation and to walk away. And it can be a very scary thing. One, two, three, four, 5. That is like too serious for this time of night. But it's the answer to the question. What was the last thing you recorded on TV? I could not even tell you because I do not have cable. And I have not had cable for many, many, many years. Like, how old is this question? There's streaming services all over the place. You don't need to record TV anymore. What was the last book you read? Okay, like the last book I completed reading or the last book I read from? I can answer both. The last book I completed was an audiobook on the Civil War. I finished that this morning. And the last physical book was It was a book called, well, the series is called Star of Del Torre. It's like a middle grade, like low middle grade. I don't even know if it's considered middle grade. I don't know. I wasn't very impressed. So there's that. And the last book I read from was The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I read one chapter of Sanderson last night. It was like 4 pages. And then I went to sleep. I was so tired. I just made sure to read him a little bit. And I will again tonight. I will probably go through one chapter before crashing. It's good though. I really enjoy Sanderson and reading him. So I'm looking forward to more and more. Oh, okay. I'm going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that was kind of like me with after the first one. I read the first one. I read the first one and then went like years, like 3 years before I reread that one, and now I'm reading. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you start them, though, you want to just keep going. I like books like that just keep you going. I came across a have you been to the website List Challenges? Oh wait, I think it's still up on my phone. Listchallenges.com. I was looking on their like main page at their trending. I'll show you this. Where is it? Overrated and underwhelming books to avoid. And then when you say here, it's like, once one gets beyond the academic and critical adoration, the hefty sales and subsequent bestseller listings, the publisher's hype and the movie adaptations, one is left with the simple truth that these 50 books aren't very good. Or so says our maverick English teacher and contrarian who was once chastised at a department meeting for suggesting that Dashiell Hammett was a better writer than F. Scott Fitzgerald. He is, by the way. Read The Glass Key and The Thin Man and you'll see. The problem is that it's literally just a list. Like there's no explanation for why he thinks, James, whoever James is, why he thinks that they're bad. And here's the thing, a lot of them are classics. That's what he's saying in this first one. Like they're ones that have received academic and critical adoration. There's big sellers and best-selling listings. Like they have movie adaptations. So like look, here's the type of books. I haven't read it, but I own it. Atlas Shrugged, I've got stopped on this one several times. But like there's nothing to say this is why it's bad. The Catcher in the Rye. And look, why is Narnia on here? Why? Why is Narnia in like an overrated and underwhelming? Like, does he not get the point of it? I don't know. Or is he just trying to be controversial? Like Fahrenheit 451, like maybe. It could be because they have Christian themes. Like, does that automatically make it bad? Like I just don't understand some of these. Some of them I'm like, yeah, they weren't well written. A lot of these I don't know. Like I've never read Dan Brown, so I can't comment on a lot of that. I've never read Outlander, so Pride and Prejudice? What? And some of these I really don't recognize. So it's kind of like that's the problem with some of these lists is that you don't know why. It's because he's a man. Okay, but if you can try reading Pride and Prejudice with other themes other than like a romance story, like look at it from a political standpoint or look at it thinking about like class systems and things like that. It's really interesting to read that. Twilight is fine to be on that list. I agree with you there. I was forced to read Twilight. I was okay never doing anything else. Yeah. So it's like what is about that? I never read The Host. Okay. When Twilight came out, like people went nuts over it. Seriously nuts. And I really didn't understand. And I read it the first book. I'm like, she's just so emo the entire time. Nothing like my beloved heroines from other. Your husband's home, Alara. That means it's time to say goodnight to you. Yeah. That's what it seems like, is that he went down a list of classic books and was like, I didn't like these, so they're overrated but underwhelming. Like there's no justification for any of them. Like if you're going to make a claim like that, you should back it up with something. And I guess that format just isn't the right format for it. You can't really do something like that. There is. Oh, for you Gilmore Girls people. You're welcome, Alara. I'm happy to help you. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, no, don't do. Oh. I'm clearly not navigating my phone very well. Books. Okay. The Rory Gilmore Reading Challenge. So it lists every single book that Rory reads in the Gilmore Girls. There's 339 books that she reads on screen. And you were working on Gilmore Girls today. So it's fun. So list challenges are fun because what you do is you can go through and you can say like, oh, I read that. I visit it, like depending on what it is, like if it's a place list or whatever. But you can also mark it as this is something I want to do or something I need to remember for later. So it's fun. I should go through this again because I did it like 7 years ago. And it looks like I said I read 15 of them, which is sad. 15 out of 339. I should go through that one again. I'm sure I can get higher than 15 this time. I still haven't watched any further Gilmore Girls. I just don't watch a lot of things in general, but I think it's cute when people like really get into something like that. I think sometimes I just don't understand the hype of people, or when I come to something like later in life, like I didn't watch TV growing up. And so like I didn't catch on to things like what's great about Gilmore Girls or whatever. You didn't watch any while stitching this time. Well, you were hanging out with me a whole lot today, so there's that. I wish that for all of these lives, like I could compile a list of like the different people who were on with me, just to see like how many different people were just hanging out with me today. Well, over the course of 24 hours of cross stitch, so like today and yesterday and tomorrow. But I don't think YouTube has a function to be able to do that. Okay, I hope that I went to the right spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! I did it! One, two, three, four, five. Once I got a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on my right. Look, I sang an entire song for you. No muttering. I'll do my very best from here on out to have no mutterings. I'm really not like a complainy kind of person because I counted right. I'm really good with my full coverage. There's no fractional stitches. Okay. This is not going through very well. Like, I just want to end my thread, please. Which means all the thread needs to be on my needle. Thank you. Be smooth. Why is it so hard to thread a needle? Oh my gosh. I mutter too, but I'm not usually complaining. I think today I was pretty much just complaining. Though I tend to mutter when I'm not around other people. Like when I'm disc golfing and nobody's around, I will mutter the commentary about how each throw went. Whether it was good or bad. I'm just having a whole conversation. Well, someone's got to have the conversation, right? You know, if nobody's going to answer back, you might as well answer yourself back. If no one else is interested, you have to be interested in for you. My chair is squeaking, but I don't know why. It's rubbing against. It's a self-esteem booster. Yes. Literally self-esteem because you're giving yourself the boost. Okay. So I want to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You make me feel like 11. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. You get my I'm really tired kind of singing, which is probably not the most soothing thing to be hearing at this time of night. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Or like, the ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Oh, it's great. Oh, for a really long time, I think it was after I watched, oh, I can't think of the name. It's a really old Disney movie, non-animated. Well, it's partially animated, with a sheep, a black sheep named Danny. And I'm trying to think of the guy who sang in the movie. Anyway, he sings Lavender Blue, dilly dilly. And after I watched that movie, like a month or so ago, it was stuck in my head for a really long time. Like, why? Why is that? Did you have Baby Shark stuck in your head? Was that choice number 1? I will refrain from singing that song. Not this time. Luckily, the Baby Shark craze happened after my daughter was little, but she also wasn't exposed to a lot of like kid things like that, like kid TV or stuff like that. She was a cultured, educated little child. I don't know. She just knew what I did. She watched what I watched and stuff like that. I wonder if there's a list on here that is like, let's see. Oh, they don't have music. They have travel, movies, books, food, and other. And under other is going to have all sorts of things. Are you a bad person? What? Okay. There's probably a search function on here. Children's songs? Nursery rhymes and children's song. Barati's list of children's songs. Wild songs. Really? Songs about cheating? Why is that on here? Library club every week. And some of these are not. We left music. So let's look at this one. There's 315 songs on this list. Some are from shows, some are from specific people, some are for specific holidays. Okay, 10 little Indians. Is that 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian something. I don't know. 10 little Indian braves, 10 little Indian boys, kids. What's the last word? Okay, well, I know that one. 10 little pilgrims, isn't that the same thing as 10 little Indians, but you say pilgrims? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little pilgrims? I like Raffi, like Baby Beluga. We grew up on Raffi, so like Baby Beluga in the deep blue sea. Swim so wild and you swim so free. Heaven above and the sea below. And a little white whale on the go. Baby beluga, oh baby beluga. Is the water warm? Is your mama home with you? So happy. Way down yonder. Where the dolphins play. Where you dive and splash all day. Waves roll in and the waves roll out. See the water squirting out from the spout. Baby beluga, oh baby beluga. Oh, maybe that one's Is Your Mama Home? Because there's another one that's Sing for all your friends. We like to hear you. Yeah, okay, so I don't remember all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'd say that's a decent amount that I remember. I like Lori Berkner children's songs. Pretty darn good. It's been a while since I've heard it, so The things you learn in childhood sometimes are the things that really, really stick with you and stay with you for a long time. But yeah, I like Lori Berkner children's songs. Pretty much all of them. I found her when Kaylin was a little older, so she still liked them, but it wasn't as long lasting as it could have been. But they're kind of silly, like Victor Vito and Freddie Vasco. Oh, maybe that was a bad song for me to pick. They like to eat fast. No. They never eat slow. Well, they ate their rice. They ate their beans. They ate their rutabagas and they ate their collard greens. Hey, Victor and Freddie, let's make some spaghetti. Hey, Victor, I'm ready to make some spaghetti with Freddie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I learned like the names of the states and the capitals and their states in song form. And I can still the states, the American presidents. I learned that in music form too. And I think European countries, but that one's a little sketchier for me to remember. Like I don't remember all of it. Like music really helps you remember things. So make sure you're learning the right things to remember if you're trying to memorize it. Is it 10:30 yet? It's 10 o'clock exactly, which is not 10:30. 1, 2, 3. But 10:30 you'll be good. It'll get me in a good place for tomorrow and getting 24 hours of cross stitch. Oh, that's not right. That's right. All right, the next question. What is your favorite type of foreign food? Delicious foreign food. Does that count as a type? I like most a lot of the ethnic foods I've tried. There's obviously a lot that I haven't. But there's a lot that I have. What I have tried I like. I don't like cilantro, so like Mexican foods I have to be careful with to make sure there's no cilantro hiding. I don't handle spice very well, but my spice tolerance has gotten better. So I can take a bit more spice than I used to be able to do, which isn't saying much. Like I still can't do hot and spicy things, but I can do mildly spicy things. Are you a clean person or a messy person? I when I'm healthy and doing well, I'm a clean person. But when my brain gets overloaded and one of my stress reactions is loss of executive function and things feeling really overwhelmed. And then I am a messy person because it's hard to clean. It's hard to do that. Yay. Oh, sorry. I super bumped the camera. Let's see. I guess let's just keep going with 939. All right. Who would you want to play you in a movie of your life? First, I would question why somebody was making a movie about my life. I don't think that there's a need to do that. Have some good time with them, Angie. Thanks for hanging out. Where am I? I'm down here now. 1. Now let's count from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scrap that script. Get rid of the whole idea. It's not needed. See you. I don't think there needs to be a movie about me. I'm comfortable putting out what I want about my own life. Thank you very much. 24 more minutes, y'all. Then it's bedtime until tomorrow morning. Let's see. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, now that depends on what you're saying is get ready. I basically get dressed and like maybe put my hair up most days. I rarely do makeup and I rarely do anything fancy with my hair. I usually don't have to brush my hair because it doesn't get tangled and stuff. And I don't shower every day, so I don't have that time. But sometimes it's hard to get out of bed. Sometimes you're just really tired, and getting out of bed is like a super monumental task. And if you are one of those people, like if you have those days, I understand. Sometimes life is just a lot. Or sometimes we didn't sleep very well, or something is stressing us, or whatever. Whatever the reason, his heart for his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Who's. Guys, I should not. It's even harder now that it's darker later in the morning. Yes, it's still dark at 7. Agreed. Going into the winter months is so hard when it gets dark and then stays dark. Yeah. But you still have to get up. Like if you still have to be up at like 6:30 or something, but it's really dark. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually went through to see my weather, like my sunrise patterns here in wherever I live, Virginia. Or the predicted sunrise, like, which isn't much of a prediction when it's very scientifically known when sunrises happen. Anyway, I was looking specifically to see when the sunrises happen, like how late do they go? How early? No, yeah, the latest, really. And even with like pretty much the latest it'll ever rise for me is 7:34 or 7:38, something like that. I was like, okay, that's good. That's good to know. Because it does feel like it's dark for so long and it gets dark so early in the evenings. Yeah, it's so easy to get up with the sun. It's hard to have to get up when it's not light outside. Our bodies don't like it, I don't think, either. I think our bodies are made to sleep more when the sun sleeps more, you know? Like all of our natural melatonin levels and everything have to be affected by the sun cycles. One, 2, 3. I already forgot what pathing I was taking. Like, was I coming down here? No, I'm not, because that's too much of a jump. So I'm just going to come over here. 1, 2, 3. I always look forward to when it's the winter solstice, because then I know that every day after that, daylight is getting longer and longer again. It definitely lifts up my spirits to know that. My birthday's in February, and I feel like that's a good time to kind of break up. Like, you have the Christmas holidays, and then you've got, like, January. I guess Chinese New Year is in January next year, so that'll be fun. It's on the early side. And then my birthday, and then you're just, like, waiting for spring. Lavender blue, dilly dilly. Lavender green. If I were king, dilly dilly, you'd be my queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly? Who told you so? I told myself, dilly dilly. Mm-hmm. Really, it's all sorts of random right now. This is like rarely seen Suki right now. Where it's just tired. It's tired, but I got 15 minutes. Question, let's see. What kitchen appliance do you use every day? Electric kettle. I probably use the electric kettle more than I use the dishwasher, since I really do use that every day. And the dishwasher, I sometimes skip a few days in the week. Like when my daughter's not here, there's less dishes. What's your favorite fast food chain? Oh boy. I like Burgerville, which is an Oregon thing. I always have it whenever I go out to that side of the country, which is not very much anymore. But I like that they use, like, they source locally. Their milkshakes are made with Tillamook ice cream, which is yummy. Oh, I just flung my needle. Uh-huh. It's like in my chair. But I have no idea where it is. Huh. Well, that's exciting. I don't see it. Like, did it fall in the crevice? Did it get caught in the blanket? It doesn't look like it's caught in the blanket. Oh, see? I'm bumping you guys, looking for my needle. Maybe that's a sign that I should log off now. I've got my needle somewhere. The question is if it's reachable or not. I don't have my little needle. Where's my needle? Come on, I had like 10 minutes left and my needle went flying. Okay, well, I'll use this needle. They also do like you can get fries at Burgerville. But they also do, I think they do sweet potato fries, but they also will do like green beans. Like not southern green beans. Otherwise, I don't know, I don't do a lot of fast food. I like Chick-fil-A, I like Wendy's. I like Arby fries. But I really don't do fast food a whole lot, so that's probably all I could really tell you about fast food. I just have fast food like when I'm driving, like when I'm traveling. I'll either stop at like a grocery store deli or a fast food place. If I'm really on top of it, I have packed food, but I don't pack very much. Admittedly, I don't. What's your favorite family recipe? Tomato beef chow mein. If I'm making Chinese New Year food, as opposed to going out to a restaurant or buying like frozen or ready-made or something. Anyway, if I'm making food, I will always make tomato beef chow mein as one of the dishes. It's really pretty easy and it's tasty. Another recipe I really like, it's a green bean casserole, but it's different from what a lot of people know with French fried onions and like cream of mushroom. This one is like Italian, so it's got tomatoes and bacon in it. It's very delicious. It's not really a family recipe. It didn't come from my family. It actually came from a friend. But it came from her family. And then I have a roll recipe from a friend that we make a lot of holidays. It's the one that my daughter requests is those specific rolls. I mean, dough drenched in butter when you bake it. How can you say no? It's delicious. Super tasty. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. One day, I said it to me wife. Oh no, I said it to me girl, and now me girl's me wife. And what a lovely thing she is too. This is why I shouldn't be doing this at this time of night. You are getting the most random stuff. And I'm trying not to apologize for it. Oh, man. But it's a good thing that I'm not going to ever go back and rewatch these lives, because I would probably, like, go hide under a blanket. I did what? Why was I so random? I don't know. Because I'm tired and I've now been stitching for hours and hours and hours today. Because I'm ridiculous in trying to do 24 hours of cross stitch. But yeah, this is why I can't do like 24 hours straight. Is because once I hit tired, like, I'd start to get more loopy. And I don't know that loopy and cross stitching go super well together. Well, we've got good progress going on here. Like, I've got 400 stitches in here. After Under the Sea, that feels really nice. Under the Sea was so rough. Okay, I'm not talking about Under the Sea anymore. No more Under the Sea. Do you love or hate roller coasters? I love that other people have roller coasters to ride on. I do not like most roller coasters. I do not do well on roller coasters. But I do know what kind I can handle better than others. So I'm willing to try the ones that meet my specifications. There's just not very many, and I'm okay with that. It's better than, like, feeling nauseous and actually looking green. And people asking me if I'm okay. Like, no, I'm not okay. But thank you for asking. Let's see. What's your favorite family tradition? I don't know. As an adult, not many traditions got made. They were either carried over from childhood, but they didn't. There weren't many that were just made as an adult in that kind of a family. So in my growing up family, I think one of my favorite traditions I'm not sure. Every Christmas season, we got to choose a cookie recipe, and then we would make them, and if the dough was freezable, we would freeze some dough and cook some, and then we would take plates of cookies around to like families that my mom had chosen, and we would carol to them and give them cookies. We would get to eat the cookies too, but it was fun that because we always got to pick out like what cookies we wanted, and there were 7 kids, so we got 7 different kinds of cookies every year. More if my parents also chose cookies. I'm gonna finish out this string. Oh, there's like where do I go from here? I guess I'll come over here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is your favorite childhood memory? Well, I don't know that it's a favorite, but this is a memory, a positive memory I have that I liked. We always participated in a summer reading program at the library, and that was always fun. Oh, I hear you, Rainy. As soon as I finish this thread, I am also heading to bed. I hope your shoulder doesn't stay hurting, though. But yeah, I think summer reading programs were always fun at the library, and the librarians knew my family. We were there all the time. And we checked out a lot of books, and we reserved a lot of books, and they knew us by name and sight and everything. Thank you, Rainy. Hopefully we'll catch each other tomorrow. There we go. Time for Instagram. Okay. Oops. We did it, everybody. I met the time I needed to today. Queen of the Night, how many did I do? 471 stitches. Like fuzz everywhere. I lost a needle. We got Under the Sea done. That was good. Okay. Need to make my collage picture now. 25.82% on the 22nd of October. Queen of the Night. And her colorway is, oh, this one, all blue. Blue gradient. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it there. Okay. Saved. And then we come here. Queen of the Night. And we go to Instagram. Oh, there's Angie's picture. Okay, adding nice, easy brain stitching. Bunch of 939. Huzzah! So random. Queen of the Night JW. That's how I hashtag this one, because Queen of the Night is sketchy on its own. Like, I don't, yeah. So I use JW for Josephine Wall. And then I put in Josephine Wall proper, a HAED, Heaven and Earth Designs. This is full coverage. It is cross stitch. I don't use tent stitch very much, but I should use it more, because I tent stitch a lot. Oh, 24 hours of cross stitch and the last tube for all the live streaming. That looks good, right? That's a good amount. I think so. Post. There we go. Yay. Okay, my friends. Thank you for letting me keep you company and for keeping me company and for listening to all the randomness that popped out here over the last hour and a half. You guys are awesome. I hope that whatever it is that you were doing while hanging out with me was good for you. I will be back tomorrow, but not all day like I was today. So if I see you, fantastic. If not, like, I'll be around on Instagram and all that stuff. So